Alright, so it's supposed to be loud now. I do the sound now and stuff like that.
Good so far. Look out. Look out. And we live. 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 Yo, what up over here at Hooked on Autism? It's your boy Jay, and I am live with my beautiful wife to the left of me, and we are getting into some late evening topics. Y'all probably heard us rocking out to the intro, so we are welcoming you guys into the live and tonight's discussions. We'll probably do a lot more of these in the upcoming future, but welcome to the first actual live stream on Hooked on Autism in quite a while.
Have you been on live on Hooked on Autism?
Or
have you been live on Hooked on Autism? Have you been on a live? What?
I kind of think that I've been live
on Hooked on
Instagram.
Autism. Oh, okay.
Maybe not over here. I know I fished live a few times. Shout out to everybody that might come through. Get up on the topics. Catch up with your boy. It's been quite a few things going on for me lately. That's why y'all haven't seen me on Hooked on Autism much. Y'all might have seen the fundraiser I tried to do. For whatever reason, Facebook won't allow it, so I'm gonna do it through another platform, whatever. But I've been working on the boat. Got a boat donated to me. Shout out to our street pawn shop for the donation. Believing in me. Actually the first donation that I've got over at Hooked on Autism. So thank y'all for the local love down there at our street pawn shop. If you happen to be around the town, down and around our street, all you need to do is pull in and holler at the fam down there. They'll get you squared away. Rim, sound, etc. Finley, what's happening? Little Finley, right? Yeah. Little Finley, what's happening? We got Hooked on Autism Facebook going, and we are also live over at Black Sheep Family and Autism over on YouTube. So got two different things going on. I'm working two different screens and a soundboard. So y'all bear with me if I miss y'all comments. But
that's what I'm in now. Trying to.
We here.
Or if I could get it. Well, I had to share it out too.
Trying to respond real quick. What I love, man. That's the fam right there.
Facts.
That's the fam. Cole, what's happening, Cole? Hey, shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my boy over there, Cole Legacy. Hey.
Okay.
Cole Legacy. Me and Cole went to high school together, and we just so happened.
So Cole just as old as you.
Yeah. Me and Cole kind of old, you know what I mean? Now we ain't gonna have all that age talk going on here.
You caught that?
Yeah, I caught that shit.
I didn't think you caught that whole play. Okay. My bad.
Me and Cole went to high school together. Matter of fact, we were really good friends in high school, which is kind of funny because I think we both was like comedians. Not really the clown type, but we was cutting up one.
What other type of comedian is it?
You know, the ones that's funny that let you get in trouble. That was me and him.
You was Julian.
Yeah, we was kind of like that.
Okay.
You know,
you was the instigator.
We might start a fire, but we only smelled like the smoke. And we linked up. He's been doing more so, I think, the hunting and fishing side of it for a while. And I threw Hooked on Autism out there, showed her some of the baits, and the same day we talked about it, it was going down. He was sharing all of my stuff, and hey, yo, shout out to Derek. What's happening, Derek? Hey, it's funny that both of y'all are actually over here on Hooked on Autism, you and Cole's Legacy. Derek is the guy that I was telling you about when we did the Autism Extravaganza on the 30th that actually allowed me to, I guess you would say, launch Hooked on Autism to the public. Gave away the Zepco ride and reels. Nice crowd. Derek is really like fam. I ain't even
Yeah,
really
Derek
like
cool
fam.
than motherfucker.
Yeah, he fam. So, you know, he got the VIP passes and all that good stuff. So, man, I got two of my
Matter of fact, him and his wife hold, right?
Yep,
Hamilton?
Yep. I'm trying to get out there and see what kind of fish is over there in that pond over there for real. But yeah, man, I've been dealing with trying to get the boat situated that R Street donated, and I recently had to get a pickup truck because the SUV that we had it went down on us. The funny thing is I got the boat a day before that Ford went down. And so here I am with a boat, and I was like, dude, how do we get the boat to the house? It was a cluster of a week, plus the meeting with the mayor. You know what I mean? So we had like a real...
Dude, I was salty about the meeting with the mayor.
Yeah, we had a real busy week going on, and it was like stuff was falling apart and stuff was coming together, and I was like, yo, it's time to step back for a minute and kind of let the universe put things in line, because, you know, a lot of times we find ourselves kind of stepping in front of the universe. And so it'll slow you down, because look at
I
it
knew
now.
I wasn't tripping.
We're just trying to get in there.
No, I'm in there. I'm just, it's in here on two different things.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's crazy, because that's where I'm coming from.
I know, that's what made me look at it like, I knew I wasn't tripping when I said, what's up, sis? Anissa came in.
Anissa came in, I ain't seen her come in yet. It's slow over here.
Cause you over there somewhere different.
I'm just talking to people right quick.
So Anissa not your people.
Yeah, but I ain't seen it come in until now. Now I see the emojis. Like I said, y'all, we got Hooked on Autism Live over here on Facebook, and then we have Black Sheep Family and Autism Live on YouTube. And if y'all can see what I'm sitting behind, it's kind of a multitask thing going on. For those of y'all that don't know, Jay's Place over on YouTube is where I've been for like 3 years now, doing CBD reviews. Shout out Industrial Hemp Farms. I'm always smoking CBD, so I push that CBD awareness out to the community to, get those people who don't really have the tolerance for the medical. CBD still does a lot for me as far as anxiety and PTSD. So shout out to all of that good stuff that nobody really knows over here on Hooked on Autism. What's cracking?
So now you ready with the topic? I was just waiting.
I'm done talking. I had to give my accolades to my fam and all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? Cole and Derek both been behind the movement, so I had to step in right quick. You know, I ain't live on Hooked on Autism much, so it's kind of fun and new to see who's gonna slide through, and then the trolls probably gonna come next. So
At the end of the day, I'll still watch.
let's see.
So you ready with the topics?
Yeah. I'll let
So-
Lisa. Go ahead.
So the topic so far, y'all, is homeschooling versus public schooling. Everybody should know. If you don't know, if you got kids, everybody in here I think had kids. Y'all seen that shooting out there in Dallas, so we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But the original topic before the storms and all that crap was going on
Right.
was homeschool or public school, far as with kids with autism and just in general. I have always been for homeschooling versus public schooling anyway.
Right.
But I had some points that I had of why I just think homeschooling is better in general besides COVID-19. We got, what else? What was it, babe? The playground stuff that we seen on the news the other day. Like, all this done happened within the last 2 weeks in the state of Arkansas.
Okay.
What was it? The kids outside. A teacher dragging a child.
Yeah.
What else was going on? Child pornography, COVID-19. special, whatever, what is it? No Child Left Behind Act. We was gonna talk about the zoning and whatchamacallit. She said the sound is low.
I was just looking at that too, so I was like, let me go ahead and tweak a little something over here, see if I can pull myself up a little bit.
And then we was gonna talk about the school shooting. So those were 4, 5, 6 topics. I don't know, y'all know how we do. So
I'm trying not to blow y'all eardrums out too much. So hopefully I didn't turn it up too much.
and then what that say about the volume? I forgot to turn it up over here too.
No, we don't want that one up.
You don't want that one up.
Nah, we don't need that one up. All right, so I'm guessing it's gonna be a little better.
I don't know. Nobody else said nothing about the volume. So what's up?
Let's keep it cracking. Let's start with number 1. If it is still low, I just up the volume over here.
All right. So the school stuff is Little Rock, Arkansas, Pulaski County Special School District is our experience with the school stuff or anything that I have positive or negative to say about the schools. We are now zoned for Little Rock. So I'm going to put that disclaimer out there. What you want to start with?
Let's start with.
I bet you he don't even remember the topic, y'all.
I don't, cause
The topics was child porn. This teacher, for one, child pornography with these teachers. This teacher dragging this child that we seen on the news out of the classroom. You remember how when they was outside and the teacher made them sit on the ground or something like that. Like, and then the school shooting, COVID-19, the resources that kids like Julian and Jackson that have special education and autism supposed to have, but they really don't have. So it was all of it.
Okay, I think.
So which one you want to start with?
Let's start with school porn, adult porn, child porn, whatever you were saying.
All right, so what was the last week? Last week? Was the last week or the week before that? Anyway, within the last month, that's been real tough out here because whoever, Josh Duggar from, what was the 19 and counting, 18 and counting, I don't know, too many kids and counting. He was charged with that, but as far as with the schools, it's been at least 2 schools. Was it 2? It's been at least 2 schools charged with child pornography. One of the most recent one that we've seen, as far as with public school, was a man that was a coach at one of these schools in Arkansas. Don't recall which one because my kids don't go there. None of my 4 kids go there, so I don't recall which one. And as far as with the, he was a coach at the league, some basketball league as well. Charged with I don't know how many things of child porn. This is why I lean less likely to send my child to a public school because you don't know what they're doing in there with your kids. And with Julian and Jackson, both of them have a speech delay. So they're a learning thing. And I'm not like other parents. It is whatever it is about mine. And I'm not going to play about mine. So I just choose to protect them because some things that could happen to your child, it's not going to change their trauma. And I'm not going to play with my kids with the school district at all. And then you have people in office that's making it lower, and having pizza parties with kids. But anyway, making it lower and lower, like Josh Duggar's supposed to got 12 years, but now with these new laws that no one's paying attention to, or most people not paying attention to, he ain't got 4 years for child porn. But Josh Duggar been on TV when they was on TV with the TLC or whatever they call it. You remember you probably don't remember, but they sent him to some boys camp or something camp because he was touching his sisters and stuff like that. So unless somebody just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I don't know how y'all just not catching this. And really, you embarrassment of Arkansas, to be honest, you and your family. Because I think they from here. What are your views on the child pornography in school and Josh Duggar? And I don't even got a picture because I don't put creeps up over it like that.
Well, first and foremost, not really trying to be politically correct, so I'm gonna just say that I think it takes a person that is really mentally fucked up to find children
Attractive.
sexually attractive. You know what I mean?
But it's even sadder because they're in these schools.
But when it comes down to dude personally, I feel like when you in a profession like that and you get caught up with like child porn, right? So
Yeah. What you mean you get caught up, man?
you get caught up. They finally caught you, right? So you got caught up. My thing is,
But it's not a us thing.
I think the fucking punishment for stuff like that should not just be how many pictures you got caught with. I think it should be how many students have been in the classes. If you've been a teacher for 10 years and each one of your classes only had one student in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every encounter out of those 10 years with them, you know, the one student, you should get a year per student. Because just because you didn't touch that child or didn't touch more than that one child, it doesn't mean you did not come into contact and try other kids, right? And the reason, but hold up, let me get it right. The reason why I say that is because it's traumatizing for the child who endured it, true enough. So if you only get caught with 4 pictures, but you had sexual encounters with 400 kids, if none of the 400 kids come forward, and you only got 4 pictures, they only gonna hit you for what they found, right?
Yeah,
So
and no, because they hit you per picture you have and per every time that they share it throughout social media. So like if you're watching child pornography or have pictures and you send it to these groups and they they can track all that stuff, you still get all them charges or supposed to get all those charges as well.
But if your class had 20 students in it and you only taught for 2 years, you should get an automatic 40.
I mean, you should probably get the needle, but hey,
But
that's why I'm not in these political spots.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't feel like I'm wrong for thinking the punishment for that is lesser than drug charges, and that's fucked up.
I just feel like, but see, I'm different with it because I actually experienced it. So I don't touching kids and all these little nasty fantasies that people have. I'm just not for. So to me, you shouldn't get, bro, it's going to cost America how much money to send you to jail to take care of you because you sick in the head? Nah, just go ahead and get him the needle. Like, but what? It's proven that it was yours. So we proving this in the court of law, black and white, don't supposed to be no gray. I mean, you need to go ahead and get the needle. We don't even need you out here no more. We can't reform you. You was over here just playing it. Nah, I don't even got time for you. Don't nobody want to live next to you. Don't nobody want to hire you. Bro, I mean, you just a lost cause. At this point, you just a debt in America. And America's a business. I don't got time to sit here. Nah, you costing me too much business. But at the same time, if I sit here and lock you up and let you stay in here for your natural life or your whole life until you die, I can always have you in prison making license plate tags or wherever else that's made outside of America that's really enslaved in prison because it's still legal. I don't know. I just don't think I should have to pay for you to live. It's the next topic.
Yep.
The next one is as far as with, let me get to the comments. I've been tripping. Anissa said homeschooling and public schooling there is good in both, but school's just outrageous right now. She was like, I'm glad that I caught a live. I think I missed a few. I'll go back and watch. I think she missed one. I think you missed one, sis. Prayers go out to Texas for sure. I mean, and I don't know about the other kids, but I know all the kids that I did see, they are like minority. And I think that's weird. Why did you shoot only? Okay. Then she said prayers go out to the families in Buffalo. I forgot about that one. And that's sad. But what I don't understand about these whole school shootings is, I thought, what happened to the metal detectors? Because when I was coming up, when I graduated in 2007 and stuff like that one shooting happened and we had metal detectors. But I digress. And that's all the comments over here on Black Sheep Family and Autism. So, I don't even remember all of this story because we supposed to have went live like 4-5 days ago. But you remember when the school had investigated one of these teachers or classes, making them kids sit on a hot pavement, and they end up being dehydrated. And I don't think they had third-degree burns, but I think they end up getting dehydrated because it was like 95-degree weather.
Yeah, that was here too. Yeah,
I know, but I don't remember all of the details to it.
I don't recall the story either. I just remember something along the lines of, I think the class was quote unquote cutting up or something.
Yeah,
like
that was their punishment to go
Punishment.
outside in
And
the hot weather.
and it wasn't one of the days in Arkansas where it was like 60.
No, it was 95, 97, somewhere in there.
90 on up, and anybody that's ever dealt with concrete, asphalt, or anything like that,
And heat.
that's way hotter on surface than it is in air. You know what I mean? So it might be 95, but the temperature of the ground might be every bit of 115 plus. And you got these kids sitting out here as a punishment. And to me, that's like child endangerment. And
Man,
some
that's
other stuff.
child abuse.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there's some tags on tags.
That's child abuse.
So I commend the parents that did be like, what do you mean? Well, hold up, because nobody even said nothing. I think she found out the next day or something like that, and then
One of the
like,
parents did, yeah.
Yeah, she stepped like, hold up, wait a minute, we gonna have to holler about this, because that would have been another instance. Unless somebody went out there and fell out, unless somebody went out there and got sick.
But that was
nobody would ever
dehydrated.
knew.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but that's why I'm saying. That's why it's like, dude, me with these public schools, y'all had me all outside of jail because I'm not gonna go by mine. Y'all lucky, like y'all, people like that mess with the right kids in these situations. Because what do you mean, my child out here in dehydration? Because if I was to do it, guess what? They'd dang near take my kids from me and lock me up.
Oh, yeah.
What's your excuse?
Your kids
You
don't
lost
care.
your job and what now? But you still good? Nah, bro. Nah.
Your job, your license, some of that color off of your skin. Like, we gonna
Nah, bro.
We listen.
We all the way out here.
Like I said, I really be trying to make sure I think twice sometimes, but that's
I wouldn't do
one
that about my
occasion-
kids.
Yeah, that's one occasion that you will probably get an instant reaction, and it really is not gonna be a good one, because I look at it like this: every child, I don't give a damn where they from, I don't give a damn what they look like. Every child deserves a future. Every child deserves love, attention, and all of that.
And if you that
If you can
irritated with kids,
take off,
exactly.
you need a day.
Matter of fact, don't even take off. Don't even come back, bro. Whenever it comes to a point where you feel like you need to sit here and abuse a child, well, not even a child, children in your classroom that's coming here to give education, don't nobody think, let me go drop my kids off. I wonder if today's going to be the day that they're going to be, dehydrated from heat exhaust from their teacher because she don't feel like being bothered. I wonder if I'm going to even see my kid after I drop my child off today.
And that,
What?
that is where I was going to next with what I was gonna say is, so a direct reflection of what's going on in America right now, right? Mm-hmm. When and like I said, y'all, anybody who was on here that really fooled with me, y'all know me, so y'all know what I'm about to say.
I don't agree with that video game stuff, Anissa.
I mean, no harm when I say what I say, but as a black man stepping out of my house, it automatically puts doubt in my wife's head as to if I'm returning home or not. That's number one. Number two, going on in America, is I, in turn, have to worry about my wife when she goes to the store alone because of sex trafficking, right? Number three, going on in America, now when we send our kids off to get an education, we have to wonder if somebody who don't even go to the damn school, anybody, is going to walk up in school and say, today is the day. And let me tell y'all something about people with those type of mind frames. Everybody is not going to come in their school with a rifle. Somebody's going to walk in there and blow the roof off that motherfucker, okay? So all this gun this, gun that, listen.
But you remember I was talking about that legislation stuff. Talking about some, well, we got people that's in these legislation's office. I'm tired of putting this. But see, people don't like Trump, but Trump said that. he said that like verbatim, like why people are worried about, why people want to sit here and do what Carly B say and vote for someone that has never been for anybody of anything else other than that. Neither has the VP, but he said that he was gonna sit here and try to take our guns. He said that he was gonna sit here and what else did he say? Make it a lesser crimes for sex trafficking, pizza parties, your son laptop. But okay, but then you keep on going, and what? Why is this even being televised now? The gun shootings and things like that, and whoop whoop this, whoop that. I still haven't seen nothing for anybody that look like me or close to it, other than them being dead on the news. But okay. When y'all come on, when certain people come on TV talking about they mad about the gun violence and there need to be checks for guns, you must don't have a gun. You can't have a gun because common sense will tell anybody that is a gun owner, you do go through checks, idiot. So, but y'all want legislation to sit here and, or legislators to pass a bill that prohibits your Second Amendment right? They can't do it. That's in the fucking Constitution. So how are you sitting here talking about, well, y'all not doing nothing and y'all just on a power struggle and blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that because y'all won't even vote on it. They can't vote on it. They can't take that from nobody. It doesn't say nowhere in the Constitution, in the Second Amendment, that if you have a mental whatever, that you can't get a gun. They do checks. They check and make sure you don't have no background and this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, how about, since we have, $80 million that's in the Ukraine but don't have no baby milk over here, how about instead y'all create jobs for these officers inside these schools? How about y'all do that? How about y'all put police on the school floors of these students since it have came to that point? And that's sad. That someone have to be like, well, we need a police presence. But that makes more logical sense to me than seeing somewhere saying, oh, well, we just need to stop the gun sales and take the guns and forget your Constitution. I mean, what more can you do? It's just so much other stuff to worry about. Like, I guess feeding America, actually in America. Actually looking at the FDA and figuring out what's in this baby formula, what's actually killing babies. It just makes sense to me to do that. America is a business. We're the only place that's a business or ran like a business, but we're a business. So when it comes down to it, why not create jobs in these schools and help these kids be safe? Because when somebody else come in here and, like you said, and blow up a school, it's no presence. I don't even understand why this is not mandatory from when I was in school. And I'm in my 30s now. And we had to go through metal detectors like we was dang near walking into prison.
Let me tell you something. Let me get back to it. So, if I'm just going to focus on the school shooting situation, right? Like I said, it doesn't matter how much gun control you try to implement. Because people that want to do fucked up shit to good people and children are going to find a way to do so. So, I'm not saying which one is better because it's all messed up. But until, as a veteran, as an actual combat veteran, let me clarify that. As being in Hell's Kitchen with gasoline draws on, there's nothing worse than trying to handle your business and watching somebody with a suicide vest detonate and kill 100 people. Okay? All of this walking in the schools, pap, 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 all of that, I understand that's horrible. There's no way for me to say, well, I mean, at least it was a gun. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm kind of saying that because I'm telling you, listen, there needs to be implemented more safety structure at the front doors, at these exit doors and all of that, right? But what I will say is this. The police are reactionary, okay? Reactionary means something has to happen. Then the action is normally the the reaction from the people that are coming to save your life, help you, whatever they gonna do, right? Okay, that's problem number one in America. All over the board, not just in schools, but in your neighborhoods, at car wrecks. I'm not saying they have to be everywhere because they can be, but they really don't mind being in places that they shouldn't be in the first place. So that reactionary movement or motion by police normally takes anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. If you're a good shot, it's a lot of dead people in 3 to 5 minutes, which goes back to what you said about police presence in school.
I mean, because I understand that, everybody can't homeschool their kids. Some people have to go to work and stuff like that. So everybody can't do it. So the solution to protect American kids, to me, is to put police presence. And I understand that, you said earlier, we just got through talking to the mayor. We understand that no one wants to be out here in these streets being the police. But I feel like, and Anissa said something, I'm kind of addressing this, I think, a little bit. But we understand that people don't want to be out here in the streets because these folks out here, they retarded. Yeah, I mean, we in here, 31 deaths in Little Rock or 32, something like that?
Yeah, we at 32.
And we, in the 5th month?
Yeah.
So, it's dangerous out here or whatever. And, they do the most with police. And, in Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, to be exact, we do actually have more than just other officers. We have some that look like us, some that look like other people as well. And other people on top of that. So, it's not like it's just all this particular people and they just have us messed up. No. But no one wants to sit here and go get a job like that. Know that they're going to be a target because black people feel like, some black people feel like you a sellout if you put on a uniform. But at the same time, you want somebody that can relate to you and not just automatically be reactive to you. You're going to have that if they don't even understand you or understand where you're coming from.
Hey, I got an idea. And maybe I should call. Good God.
But I was going to say, if they create jobs and put it where the police are actually in schools, that gives all of America a job because we have, 50 states now?
Really, I got the problem.
And they help kids like the police and build a relationship with the police and actually trust the police and not just what their family might tell them.
Ooh.
Go ahead, because I would have forgot all the way.
But you could, though. I like where you went with that, because that led me up to this. I got the perfect answer for school violence like that. For active shooter violence, I have the perfect protection for our youth. Guess what it is? National Guard. We don't have a shortage of guardsmen. We don't have a shortage of reserves. And in some states, we don't have a shortage of soldiers, from Air Force to everything else. Now, let's just hypothetically say this, right? 3, at best, depending on the size of the school, 3 soldiers in uniform on campus at every school. Because let me tell y'all something about the National Guard, just in case y'all don't know. Big Finn, what up? Hey, check this out. There are National Guard soldiers, and some people may not know the difference, so let me run it down. Active duty means you do this shit every day. You put your uniform on, you lace your boots, you in the wind.
Stupid.
National Guard, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks out of a year, and maybe a deployment if you lucky. Reserves are pretty much the same as guardsmen, right? So, for those soldiers that want to soldier all the time, that are in the reserves or in the National Guard, there's state money that creates orders for them to come out to disaster relief. They come out to hurricanes, Katrinas, they come out to all of those, right? They even come out when it's snowing to make sure you can get your food, right? So they cut them people orders. And when they cut them people